Wassup Bouquets? How are we blooming today? It's your girl Enchantress, the Gypsy Lotus of Uniqueness, and I'm back with another. What category are we on today? How the Lotus Bloom, or are we on What the Hill? Oh, girl, what? Anybody else's dog act like an actual baby? Or is it just mine? Lord, act like I can't do nothing without her. Um, what did I know what the topic is, but I'm trying to figure out what category to put it in. I'm gonna just say it's the How to Lotus Bloom because it is more so about me and certain things that I've realized and yeah. So today's topic is going to be on what do I want to call it? I hate when I have so many ideas in my head and then when I actually turn on the camera, it's like blank. Um, Basically, I want to talk about like you never know who's watching. And when I say you never know who's watching, I'm really talking about like sometimes a lot of us, I want to talk about imposter syndrome. That's what it is, imposter syndrome. Some of us, or a lot of us, get stuck in imposter syndrome, and you really never realize how many people are actually rooting for you, how many people love what you do, how many people are anticipating or waiting on you to really just realize who you are and fully step in your power, or even just being exactly who you're supposed to be without even trying. Like you don't even realize how many people have been paying attention. So I'm going to talk about basically the day I had yesterday. Yesterday or last night, I went to my old job's basketball game, right? And one, it's just really crazy to realize the impact that I had at that school. And furthermore, the impact I had at that school, especially when some of the kids or some of the people who are coming up to me, running up to me, they were never on my actual roster. I never even actually taught them. And they still love me. They still want to be around me. They still want me to come back. They still want me at all their things and things like that. And it's like, what did I do to deserve all this love, you know? And I even had another friend, coworker, who sometimes, I do when life gets to life and I go into isolation. And sometimes I've been fighting it, but it's like, stop doing that. Like somebody had to call me out, like, stop doing that. Like, you need people. In Argumentative voice, you need people, So, and even like I didn't even notice how they were even feeling like, because sometimes you have the coworkers or you have the people who are like friends from work, but then you're like, are we really friends outside of this? Like I was kind of having a moment like, are we really friends outside of this? Can I really text you and just call you randomly type situation? And the person is there like, girl, what? Like, we really friends. Like it is not about working together for real, for real. Like we really are locked in. And I just felt bad because I'm like, dang, I got people who really do love me and I'm over here icing them out and putting myself and not talking to nobody and stuff like that. And it's like, what? They don't deserve that. But furthermore, into the imposter syndrome without even trying to really say too much because I never know who's going to end up seeing things and I don't want things to get misconstrued. But basically, well, actually, not for nothing. I feel like I'm going to speak my truth on this matter. So I was in line. I was in position to become an assistant coach at my old job. And honestly, I'm just going to put this up front. It's so crazy how being in education for the past 5 years, 4 years, whatever year, how many years, 4 years, basically 5 years, how much I've realized, and it's so sad that, and it really does need to be talked about. That's why I'm about to say it. Like the older black women really hate on the younger women who are just doing their best and being their natural selves, and y'all, they get mad when they feel like their positions are being scouted for, and honestly nobody's even worried about your position. Like, I've realized, like, literally over the years, my biggest haters at work have been older black women, and it's very sad. And honestly, a lot of them are sellouts, not for nothing. Like, they really are worried about themselves, and it's so crazy because a lot of the schools will be like, "Oh, we're family, you're family, you're family. You're my biggest op. How we family?" Like, literally, even how I became a teacher, I originally applied to the same school I was working at, and you decided to go outside of the building and hire somebody else. And then when I do get hired at the high school, now every time I was coming back to the middle school to coach and stuff, you wouldn't try to, "Oh my God, how's everything going? Oh my God, I knew you were gonna be great. I knew you need." If you knew that I was ready to be a teacher, then why didn't you hire me yourself? Like, you sound dumb. Like, girl, come on now. Then it's like, with this coaching position, I was literally on the paperwork, had cheer meetings, did tryouts, did so much, and suddenly I get a call on Mother's Day. And I'm glad I'm not an actual mother, because this would actually ruin my Mother's Day if I wasn't. Well, it wouldn't ruin my Mother's Day, but it would have, threw me off a little bit. Mother's Day, get a call. "Oh, I forgot to put your name on the paperwork to the district, and yeah, it's too late to change it." Girl. And I'm so tapped in, and I just know bullshit as soon as I hear it, because one, every conversation I had with that lady damn near revolved about money. On how can she get some more money, right? And so I knew her calling me saying that, and, "Oh, I forgot to put you on the thing," was really because multiple reasons. Was one, because you want to keep the stipends to yourself. All the coaches do get stipends and stuff. You wanted to keep that stipend to yourself. You didn't want to end up having to share that with me. Not even share, because the I was supposed to be the JV coach. That whole JV stipend would have been mine. You didn't want to give that up. Weird. Then also, again, I have a big impact. Them kids were literally harassing me all last school year. Like, "Please be our coach. Please, 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 please." So of course, as soon as I actually was starting to do things and coming into play, now all of a sudden you basically, and it's so funny because the kids would come up to me asking me questions and for guidance and things like that, and she would immediately try to call them over, like, "Oh, like, basically, you don't want them talking to me." It's not my fault that they trust my guidance more than they trust yours. Like, I didn't do nothing. And me being me, I wasn't trying to be malicious in getting into the role of coaching. I wasn't trying to snatch a program from under your feet. I wasn't trying to do any of that. Hey, you need help? Let me help you. You literally already said you want to wash your hands with JV. And not for nothing, you don't coach. You're more of a photographer than you are the coach. You don't even really. What skills are you actually teaching these kids? Nothing. Like, y'all, the way I understand, I already grew up in a different time in athletics, but the way some stuff be going down at them games, I really be so mad. Like, oh my God, none of this will happen under my watch. Like, and they know that, because I, even as much as they were harassing me, I'm like, y'all know how I am in the classroom. Me as a coach is gonna be 10 times 10. Like, are y'all sure y'all really want that? Yes, we need the discipline. We need the da 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 da. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I literally had my little black book ready for everything. Like, had a whole plan on how this stuff was gonna go, how I was gonna build these girls up, because you're not even helping these girls get scholarships and all this other stuff. But I'm not here to bash, so I'm gonna cut that right there. But I'm just gonna keep talking about the experience I had last night. So last night at the game, when I say the parents, it's past even just the kids. The parents, even when we did have the parent meeting and all that before tryouts, they were literally like, "Okay, so you coaching, you helping, da 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 da. Okay, because I'm not gonna let her try out if you're not here, because I'm tired of her and da 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 da." Right? Like, these are parents saying this, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna do what I can do, da 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 da." So the parents were behind me. They literally were ready to send emails to the district about me, like, in support of me, not like trouble, but like, they literally had my back. And even now, mind you, some of the parents that I was literally talking to yesterday are parents of seniors, and they still saying, We will back you up. We will send the emails. You have all our support because this shit gotta change. They were telling me stuff I didn't even necessarily know was even happening. I knew the lady was money hungry, but I didn't know certain things was going down. But it just showed me like these parents don't know me. They never seen me actually coaching. They never seen me in the classroom. They don't know me. They just know, they could just tell by my energy and by even how I was looking and how I was able to straighten up a couple of them because some of them were my middle school cheerleaders now in high school doing what they're doing, how I could straighten them up instantly. How technically as soon as they turn around and see my face looking like, what are y'all doing? Oh, let me cheer loud, let me get right. Yeah, that lady might let you play. I'm not gonna let you play ever. Y'all not finna get ate up in y'all own home gym around me. Like that's just not. That's crazy. It's crazy, and it's like it's not even that they don't have the talent. They have all the talent. It's just not being used in the proper ways. And I just want to talk more of the imposter syndrome because I didn't even realize. Like I knew they wanted me. I knew like I needed to be in that position for real, for real. Like I should be in that position for real. But again, I wasn't trying to be malicious. I wasn't trying to go underhand and go behind your back and get the program off of snatching it up or going to the district or going doing those type of things. Meanwhile, the parents wanted me to do those things. I wasn't trying to do all those things. But it just goes to show I'm exactly who I think I am. I have the impact that I know I do without trying, by just being my natural self because I don't play about all that other type of stuff. All that like it start with discipline. I feel like a team is always a reflection of a coach. Always. It's like a child is a reflection of their parents. The team is a reflection of the coaches. So when they were all like, yeah, like you need to come back, you need to come back, like literally everybody, even the students, even in the teaching field, you need to come back, we need you back, da 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 da. Even then, how I know and understand that certain things. Are these niggas shooting a music video? Because I record them YouTube videos, so I'm gonna be quiet. Just started hearing music. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? But yeah, like I don't even wanna. I'm really not here to bash. This is more so just me not even realizing like people are really rooting for me. People really want me in certain rooms without me even being around. Like literally, one of the parents was like, "Wait a minute, you're the one my daughter was talking about." She was like, "What's your last name again?" I told her. She was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You was yeah, yeah. We need you back. We will back you. We already started sending them." They literally telling me so much stuff that I'm not even asking for. I'm not asking for the tea. I didn't even know that. Well, all I know is there's a little rumor going around that old girl is gonna retire, and I'm I'm done playing small. I'm done playing the back end. I'm done playing like I'm not who I am. Because that's all that told me. Like, stop trying to just do stuff nicely at the kindness of your heart when clearly everybody not even she didn't give a fuck. She got her priorities worried about more money. I'm not here for the money. I'm here because them kids actually need some real development. They need a real coach. That's what I'm here for. That's what I want to do. The money was just going to be the bonus of it all. Because again, I wasn't going to do nothing for free. But I'm not worried about the actual number of money, the amount of money I'm going to get. I'm worried about actually pouring into these kids the way they need to be poured into. I'm worried about developing their skills in the way that they needed to be developed. Like a lot of these girls actually wanted to go to college and get scholarships and things like that, and they're not gonna do that with the type of coach they got. It's gonna be even harder. Versus me, we finna lock in. But it's just really like, and even when I was talking to, because I am trying to get my job back, I do want to get back to that building, even if I have to wait till next school year, I still want to be back at that school just because, not because oh my god I'm worried about other schools and I'm scared of new beginnings. No, but I just know that school is really where I'm supposed to be. Like it's something. It's the school in itself. It's not really the kids because the kids are going to be the kids at any school. Um, Now, admin is not going to be admin in any school, and that is another thing because I do actually like my admin to a certain extent. I mean, my main admin, like the people who I really would have to deal with on a day to day, not people who don't have nothing to do with me and they be trying to bother me. That's a different story. And that again is the women and not the men. But you know, I'm just really you really never know who's watching. You never know who has been paying attention and realizing who you are. You don't even realize how many people can see your power without you even trying to. I haven't tried to show nothing. The kids know that I could do what I could do because they see me coach my middle school and they seen how my middle school team was looking. So they know, which is sad because the middle school team will eat them up. And I don't mean to say that, but so they know that this is the what they need and stuff like that. But again, I wasn't trying to be malicious. I wasn't trying to go behind nobody's back and do things from the upper ranks. I'm trying to just let me in the door. You feel me? Um, but people, I could never have imposter syndrome when I have so many people rooting for me. When I have those type of reminders happening to me on a daily basis. I get some type of reminder on a daily basis of I am in the position I need to be in. I'm exactly where I needed to be. It's not this these last couple months was a nice little break, a nice revelation to make me realize who I am and where I'm supposed to be. But it's always gonna be that conflict. Sometimes we are gonna get in our head, and I'm a perfectionist, and even though I've been working on my perfectionist habits, I still sometimes be like, oh, I could have did this better, or I could be better. There's always room for growth, yes, but you never realize how many people already feel like you really up here. Like I'm only 28 and I have a whole parent team ready to back me in becoming a coach. Like something honestly, I thought when I left coaching for a moment, I thought I was really about leaving coaching. Like I thought I was, because sometimes it's draining. Like to have to work all day and then still have to coach after that. Like it'd be draining. Especially it was more draining because I literally was doing teaching high school, then jumping back down to middle school to go coach, and it was just a long day for me. Okay, I was having very much 12-hour days, and it was 13-hour days. Like it was a lot, but it's necessary. It's necessary, and I actually me sitting not really having too much to do. I really don't like it. I actually like being busy. I do prefer being busy. Um, if anything, I just really need to learn how to balance that out more with my rest time and the being productive. But I 2026, I already said 50 million times I'm done playing small, but like no, I'm really embodying how done playing small I'm about to be. Like I'm not here for any more BS. I'm not here for people trying to shrink me. Like I've had so many people try to shrink me just because I'm elevating. And I never thought, and this is why I'm like, I think sometimes I get imposter syndrome because I didn't even realize. I used to not think, like we all know haters, but I used to not think I could have haters. I didn't think people could be envious or jealous of me. Like me, little old me, like I just really be chilling and minding my business. I can't help honestly but to be my authentic self. I can't help but to be myself. I'm sorry that makes you mad. I'm sorry that you feel like you mad because I'm that girl. You mad because I could get myself into certain rooms and positions without trying? You mad that I naturally am a leader at a young age? Like, I'm sorry. Step your let me not say that, but just being your authentic self, being your power. Like it shouldn't be why are we mad at the younger generations? Why are we mad at somebody for being themselves? That's what I won't ever understand. Why are we mad at other people for being themselves? I'm really confused about that. It doesn't make sense to me. So when I say imposter syndrome is also damn near another thief of joy, when you start playing small and shrinking yourself to make other people comfortable, why would you do that? I have mentors that have literally told me, like, your light is so blinding, but you need to don't ever try to dim it because, yes, you are exactly who you are. I didn't even realize. again, I'm just always being my natural self, and then people come around me and tell me that I am who I am, and your light is this bright, and you're this powerful, and you have all these different gifts and abilities. I didn't know this originally, especially when I started my healing journey. I just wanted to heal. I just wanted happiness. I didn't try to purposely unlock the gift of mediumship. I didn't try to have my hands vibrating and know that I have healing hands. I didn't know I was gonna end up making my own products. I didn't even think I was ever gonna be an entrepreneur. Now and then even with my YouTube page, I always, since I was like a teenager, wanted to YouTube, but I didn't think this would be the content that I was going to end up making. When I finally did make my YouTube, I never knew all these things was going to happen to me, but I'm glad they did. Very glad they did. But I rather make everybody put shades on than to ever dim my light ever again. I would rather you suffocate on my energy than me try to make it easier to handle and swallow, choke on it. Because the only people that are going to choke on it are people that can't handle it. And the only reason they can't handle it is because they're not being in their authentic power. Or they don't even tap into their own power. So they worried about my power and how I move. So why would I shrink? Because you got personal issues. Because you unhealed. Because you got trauma that you don't want to face. Because you don't know how to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love myself. That ain't my responsibility. That ain't my fault. So I'm going to keep being exactly who I'm supposed to be. Enchantress, the Gypsy Lotus of uniqueness. And I'm gonna keep thriving in that uniqueness, and I'm gonna keep thriving in my power. I'm so done in all my relationships, friends, family, work, anything. I'm not shrinking myself. I'm not hushing myself. I'm not nothing just so somebody else can be comfortable. Hell, I'm not even trying to be comfortable. I'm going to be uncomfortable all 2026 because I'm going to stand 10 toes about everything. I'm coming for everything I deserve. I am. I'm done dimming my light just so somebody else could be able to see. Put some shades on and figure that shit out for yourself. Because I'm not doing it no more. If you uncomfortable, go figure out why you uncomfortable. But that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. And it never did have anything to do with me. Like I said in my other video, stop taking everything personal. Other people's fucking issues and jealousy and envious energy don't got shit to do with you. That's their own personal problem. And let them handle that on their own personal time. Okay? So, that's all I have today. We not shrinking ourselves. You never know who's watching. So I'll always be in your authentic power because you just never know who's watching. You never know who's actually rooting for you. You never know. Like, I didn't even realize I had so much love around me. And even sometimes I had to question, like, do I deserve all this? I guess you do. You do. Especially with the amount of love I pour out. I definitely deserve to have it reciprocated in some form of fashion. I'm worthy of all of this. And I hope you realize how worthy you are. Stop playing small. Stop letting that little voice in your head tell you that you're not worthy. Stop slipping back into imposter syndrome. In 2026, we are embodying all our power. 2025 shed a lot of us, broke us down. That's why in 2026, you got to stand 10 toes about everything. Everything, especially about yourself and your power and your authenticity and your lights. Because everybody has their own light. That's the thing. That's why it's like, why the fuck you worried about my light when you got your own fucking light? But you too stuck in your goddamn darkness. That's all I have for you today. Remember, healing gets messy before it gets magical, but you are worthy of all the happiness and peace that is waiting for you on the other side. But just your crown. Don't let it tilt. I love you. I hope you love you.